बढ़िया दोस्तों ऊपर माफी चाहूंगा दोस्तों आखिरी गेंद पर जो है सिंगल मिल गया मिसफील्ड के चलते और इसी के साथ स्कोर हो चुका है दोस्तों यहाँ पे 40 गेंदों के बाद 64 रन बिना किसी विकेट के नुकसान पे। डेविड मलान 19 गेंदों में 32 बना के बल्लेबाजी कर रहे हैं। तो भाई दोस्तों एलेक्स हेल्स 21 गेंदों में 27 बना चुके हैं। दोनों ही बल्लेबाज जो दोस्तों अपने बेस्ट अंदाज में दोस्तों बल्लेबाजी कर रहे हैं और अगर इनको दोस्तों रोका नहीं गया तो भाई मुझे लगता है कि वेल्स फायर के हाथों से दोस्तों आज का ये मुकाबला जो है निकल सकता है। यहाँ पे अगला सवाल हमारे पास वासु रेड्डी भाई का जो कह रहे हैं प्रोजेक्टेड स्कोर 150। भाई देखो 150 से ऊपर का स्कोर बनने वाला है, इस बात की मैं आपको गारंटी दे रहा हूँ क्योंकि जिस तरीके से दोस्तों अभी तक ये दोनों बल्लेबाज खेले हैं अगर इनको रोका नहीं गया तो भाई ये खिलाड़ी जो 160 170 भी बना सकते हैं जो कि दोस्तों आज के इस मुकाबले के अनुसार एक बहुत ही अच्छा टोटल होने वाला है। तो देखते हैं आप दोस्तों क्या होता है आज के मैच में और वीडियो को दोस्तों आप सभी लोग लाइक जरूर कर लीजिए अगर अभी तक आपने नहीं किया और कमेंट के जरिए जो दोस्तों आप अपनी अपनी प्रेडिक्शन हमारे साथ शेयर कर सकते हैं। 40 गेंदों के बाद दोस्तों स्कोर हो चुका है 64 रन बिना किसी विकेट के नुकसान पे। चलिए देखते हैं अगले ओवर में गेंदबाजी करने के लिए कौन आएगा। फिलहाल एलेक्स हेल्स 21 गेंदों में 227 बना के
40 balls have been bowled, 64 runs scored by the Trent Rockets.
Yeah, and look, the good squad, the good teams, probably 9 out of the 11 would be consistent throughout. So if you lose someone like Johnny Bairstow, who most likely, you know, with the series, the test series coming up, he would miss some games anyway. So you'd have a backup right there for him to fit in.
Monroe, left-hander. What they have done is tended to, if Hales gets out, they bring in Kohler Cadmore. If Malan gets out, they bring in Munro. They keep that left-right combination. That's something the Trent Rockets have actually worked with. At one stage, I remember one game, they lost 5 wickets. Malan was still there, so Munro was still sitting on the bench. Came in really late in the piece, but that's been part of their theory.
Yeah, Andy Flower is a big believer in this, you know, especially playing here at home. You know, the square boundary, sometimes one side is bigger than the other, so you want access to that at all times. And you know, he coached St. Lucia Kings 2 seasons, got to the finals both seasons, and that's one of the things he was big on.
Ow! Playing a miss, nicely bowled from Critchley. Yeah, and it means that your players have to be adaptable as well. Someone like, I mean, clearly most sides will have more right-handers than they will left. So in this top 6, you've only got Colin Munro and David Malan. So Munro just keeps shuffling down if Malan bats through. And by the time you probably get to 75 balls, he just comes in anyway.
Yeah. And you could tell the thought process that goes in the planning stage. And credit to Milan. He's batted long enough.
Timing on this occasion from Hales just goes, or looking to go across the line.
Pretty good set so far from Critchley. Can he close it off? Malang will be looking for that boundary.
Have now been bowled 73.
I'm Dr. Lakeisha Simmons. 4 years ago, I was a single mom and I was living paycheck to paycheck. That's when I downloaded the free Personal Capital app, and it changed my financial future. I linked all of my accounts and I instantly saw where I stood. I was able to track my budgets and spending and see how that affected my net worth. Now I use the retirement planner and I monitor my entire portfolio. 4 years later, my nest egg has grown and I'm ready to retire.
Download the free app or go to personalcapital.com today.
Tough start for young George Scrimshaw. So young, 24, relatively fresh. He's back for another set here. There's the big tall right armour. He's got good pace. Variations we saw with those slower balls. Only got the ball back though. I think it's still in the crowd. 29 from 23, Alex Hales. He's hit 4 fours. They're slightly off the inside of the bat. That was some really good timing. Wonderful placement and reach on that occasion. Just staying nice and low to hit that one down the ground as well. Once again, getting their side off to a brilliant start. Yeah, they're still looking for that ball. Maybe it's time to get a new one out. When you look at Hills and Malan, look at them. 2 openers in the top 5 run getters in the comp. Definitely means number 3, 4, 5, 6. They're coming in with less pressure on them. A bit of power involved there, the biggest sixes of the 100 so far. Tristan Stubbs, Malan not far behind, along with Joss Butler as well. Ross Whiteley in there. And certainly not his biggest, but very well struck. Joe Clark's view. Got a new ball out there now. Umpire, or the third umpire or fourth umpire, has thrown one out. What does Scrimshaw want here? Does he? Both the third and fine leg up inside the circle for Malan. So is he looking to go pace off or look to Yorkers in at that leg stump? Yeah, pace off.
I think, as we saw earlier, the women's game, pace off is the way to go here. There's Malan and Alex Hills. You want them checking and adjusting their bat swing when you bowl to them.
It's full. They'll pinch 2. They'll pinch 2 leg buys. Well, they know Scrimshaw does well. So those are his 2 options with the field, aren't they? You've got the slower ball pace off, or he's just rammed that Yorker in at leg stump, not give him any room at 86 mile an hour.
Especially to Alex Hills, who wants room on the offside, so you tuck him up. To David Malan, pace off straight. That's what you want.
Pace off, and there is protection out there. Excellent work from Deploy. So far a good start. Comeback set here for Scrimshaw. Slower ball again, straight to the man at deep mid wicket.
Again, the first 4 deliveries, very good. Last set, David Malan hitting that 6 straight back. They look to get a boundary and over. Can Scrimshaw close this off? Malan will have other ideas.
do, they won't. No, don't take that arm on. Wonderful stuff. So good from Scrimshaw. Halfway stage. So 50 balls have been bowled. 78 runs scored for the Trent Rockets. And umpire Ian Blackwell will tell us we will have a strategic timeout.